The agreement between the United States of America, Mexico, and Canada, or USMCA, came into force on July 1, 2020. It replaced the 1994 North American Free Trade Agreement, NAFTA. This new agreement marked a milestone in the automotive industry's rules of origin, promoting regional integration and strengthening North American economies. The involvement of the national auto parts industry, INA, in renegotiating NAFTA was key to ensuring that the new rules benefited our sector. The USMCA introduces new criteria for the rules of origin for automobiles and automotive parts. These criteria include increases in regional value content, new North American steel and aluminum procurement requirements, and labor value content. The USMCA rules of origin have increased the regional value content, RVC. This applies not only to the entire vehicle, but also to essential auto parts, which must meet a minimum of 75% RVC to qualify as originating. The USMCA increased the regional value content (RVC) requirement for cars and light trucks from 62.5% to 75% phased in over 3 years. The RVC for heavy trucks will rise from 60 to 70%. Under the USMCA, a passenger vehicle, light truck, or heavy truck is considered originating only if at least 70% of the vehicle producer's steel and aluminum purchases are sourced from within the region. The labor value content (LVC) requirement is another important consideration for companies in the automotive sector. The USMCA states that up to 40% of a passenger vehicle's value and up to 45% of the value of light and heavy trucks must be attributed to work performed by employees and facilities within USMCA countries, earning an average of at least $16 per hour. The USMCA's Rules of Origin (ROO) classify auto parts into 3 categories: core, principal, and complementary, each with specific requirements to determine if they qualify as originating. The 7 core parts defined in the USMCA – engine, transmission, body and chassis, axles, suspension system, steering system, and advanced batteries – represent the most valuable components of a vehicle and must meet a 75% regional value content (RVC) requirement. Categories of auto parts under the USMCA: core parts, like axles, engines, transmissions, among others. The RVC starts at 60% and gradually increases to 75% in the 4th year. Principal parts, like brakes, airbags, and seatbelts, among others. The RVC starts at 62.5% and reaches 70% by the end of the period. Complementary parts, like lights and electronic systems, among others. The RVC starts at 62.5% and increases to 65% in the following years. To ensure compliance with regional content requirements in the production of auto parts and meet the USMCA requirements, the following steps should be followed. Data collection and documentation. First, it's necessary to obtain key documents such as the Certificate of Origin, in which the exporter or producer declares compliance with product origin. Additionally, other documents like invoices, bills of materials, and cost calculations must be gathered. Auditing and verification by customs authorities. Customs authorities verify certificates and conduct physical inspections at the plants to ensure that the inputs are correct. Resolution. If the product meets the requirements, it receives the preferential treatment offered by the USMCA, allowing it to access tariff benefits within the region. Preventive measures and recommendations. Train suppliers and manufacturers on the rules of origin. Implement ERP systems to track inputs and ensure effective control. Conduct internal audits to ensure ongoing compliance. The USMCA has made the region more competitive, reflecting the joint effort and shared vision of the 3 North American countries to strengthen the automotive industry and boost competitiveness, innovation, and sustainable development. The national auto parts industry remains committed to a stronger and more competitive sector, aligned with the new demands of the USMCA.